Let's wait for some people to get in here. Let's see. Gonna be live for like 10 minutes, so let's move this down a little bit. Do I need this? Wait. I guess take this off. There we go. Should be better. Hello. Hey. Yay. All right, that's good. All right, how are you doing? How are you doing, Zen? All right, I don't know what. Let me check my phone real quick. I don't know who the hell's texting me or whatever. Oh. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, it's one of my friends. Oh, wait. Oh, it was one of my friends tried to call me. Okay, you're in quarantine. Did you get COVID? The two people are watching. All right. Once you didn't, someone in your family get it. Oh, but I mean, you don't need to answer if you feel like that's too personal. That's okay. But oh, okay, I got you. All right. Yeah, hopefully we can get that thing under control soon. Yeah. But I mainly wanted to do this stream, by the way, because I wanted to talk to you guys. I don't know. I really like the idea of. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened. I think the only thing I think what happened was probably I probably just like because I had the thing in the wrong end, so I think I just was I think I just like put it in the wrong end, and I just noticed that it was just being all weird, like it was cutting off on either side of my headphones, and so I just took it out. I think that's what the problem was, but I could be wrong. But I believe that's what it was. But it's working now. Let's see. Let's see here. My second favorite, if you don't count window liquor as a Aphex Twin, like I know it's considered a single. Oh, wait, your connection is unstable. Please wait while we're connecting. All right, I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what it means. I don't know why it would be unstable, but I'd say window liquor, if you count that as an EP, I've heard it be an EP, even though it's labeled as a single because it's 18 minutes. But if you don't count that, then the Richard D. James album is my second favorite, if I had to say. So number one, Selected Ambient Works, then Window Liquor, and then probably the Richard D. James album. Oh, I don't know. Never mind. Let me show you guys something real quick, actually. So, a second. Okay. My dad got me this. It's like a Aphex Twin blanket. Oh, yeah. If you can see that. Thanks. So what are you doing in quarantine? I think one thing that kind of sucks, I gotta admit, is hold on, let me see which works better. What's this? Drux is great. Yeah, Drux is good. I think a lot of people, like really diehard Aphex Twin fans, consider it to be their best. But Drux is up there. Drux is probably my it's probably my third favorite album of his. If you don't count the EPs, I'd say if I were to rank it as work, I'd say one Selected Ambient Works, two Window Liquor, three Richard D. James album, four Comes a Daddy, and then five Drux. I think Selected Ambient Works Volume 2 is like widely considered to be like one of the best things he's ever done, but I think it's kind of overrated. I don't know. I like that album, but it's just I don't know. It just doesn't keep my attention for 2.5 hours at last or something. I don't know. I think Drunks is a lot more entertaining than that album personally. It's just not as accessible. Yeah, I do own the CD. I think I saw it at the record store one time, but I don't get why a lot of really big fans label it as his best. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. I just don't. I don't think it's as good as a lot of people make it out to be. I guess, but then again, it's probably just for a different type of people. I guess it's kind of like for me, like Everywhere at the End of Time is kind of like a release I would never buy. It's probably difficult to listen to it the whole for 7 hours, however long it lasts, but it's definitely a really, really great art piece. And I can really respect him for doing that. Yeah, that's true. And it doesn't have the like I think it's kind of meant for something else. I think it's supposed to be made for like some kind of sense of like lucid dreaming or something like that. And you've been listening to new music, what you've been listening to? Yeah, but Everywhere at the End of Time, it's probably one that's a bit probably difficult to listen to all the way through, but it's meant to be. But it's a really, really, really interesting art piece. If you look up what the meaning of behind it all and everything like that is, it's actually really, really interesting. I'd say it's definitely something people should at least check out once, because for me, actually, it's all about like what's it called? Like trying to remember what the word is. Like Alzheimer's. It's like a and losing your ability to remember things. And that's interesting because it actually Alzheimer's runs in my family, and a lot of people in my family have gotten it later in life, and that technically puts me at risk of getting Alzheimer's at some point. And I hope that doesn't happen. A lot of people tell me I have a good memory, but I don't know. That can't save it, unfortunately. The other stuff, yeah, Nine Inch Nails and Bjork are great. The Fragile is probably my favorite album that they did. At one point, Year Zero was my favorite at one point, and I own the record of it, but it's the worst decision I ever did in buying a record because I don't like, I mean, I still like it. I don't like it as much as I used to, but they're also re-releasing it for a regular price, so that kind of sucks, but oh well. The Downward Spiral, that one's really great too. It's probably my second favorite that he did. I think its concept is a lot easier to get into than the Fragile's concept. I mainly just like the Fragile for its music. And it's the really diverse sound, and this Downward Spiral is really interesting musically, but it's also really interesting and related, and I guess not relatable, but really sad when you go into the concept of it. I think a lot of the concept albums I really listen to, I don't really delve into the concept unless it's something that really, really speaks or interests me, But Fragile might be kind of one of them. What's your music hot take? All right, let me think. Let me think of something. All right, let me think of a hot take real quick. Let's see. Okay, let me think. Let me think of something. I think that. All right, let's see. All right, let me. I'm sorry. I gotta think of something that's kind of controversial that some people might not like. Let me see if I say. Let me think. Let's see. Um, What you doing, Ollie? What's All right, I gotta think of something. I'm sorry. I guess I've never been asked. Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, I'd say Def Grips had the most consistent discography of the decade. I probably agree with that. I guess one. Um, I don't really care all that music by New Jobs. I mean, I think it's okay. I don't think it's like amazing, but I do love New Jobs music, especially the Lovesick Hexaology and stuff like that. But I don't know, metaphorical music never really did a whole lot for me. I gotta admit, that's a hot take. And then another one, I absolutely hate the album "Let It Happen" by Tame Impala. Yeah, You're the Snitch is decent. I'd say it's one of their weaker albums though, but it's decent. It's definitely one of their weirdest and most experimental though. But I think Bottomless Pit was better, and I definitely think that Steroids is definitely better than that album. I think I'd rank Steroids like as their like one of the best things they've ever done easily. I'd say. Yeah, the Year of the Snitches. I can see a lot of really big Def Grips fans really loving that album. For me, it's I like it, but I think they've done better personally. But I think it's still decent. I think my favorite by far though is Power Set B. I'd say. Yeah, they're overrated. I like the album Lonerism a lot, but I don't get why people like him as much as they do though. I guess is that yeah. But one artist that I felt like a lot. I really didn't like at first. I mean, I still don't really get why people like him as much as they do. Is Blade? I mean, I like his album Ice Dancer a lot actually, but there's I think what kind of tore me away is Whole Lot of Red. Yeah, I listened to the album. It was okay. I don't think it was as good as Dial It. I think Dial It is probably the best thing he's done, and I think as good as the self-titled mixtape either. But it was okay. It's kind of disappointing. It wasn't as, but I think Dial It is probably still the best thing he's done though. I kind of appreciate it going in kind of a darker territory. I actually listened to the album yesterday. Actually, it's funny, but that yeah, it has a little bit too many tracks too though. It's kind of like the new Joji album Nectar, which I like, but it would have been really great if it was just an EP. Like it would have been like almost as good as the Chloe Burbank thing he did. But I guess with Blade, anyways, so I think what kind of drew me off is I really didn't like the sound of his voice. It's like I like the auto tune, not the auto tune, but I like the production, the way the production sounded, but that big on his voice. But he grew on me a bit, but he's still one I think is a bit overrated though. But I like his album Ice Dancer a lot, and I like that new single he did. And he the girls just want to have fun. You might like Blade if you like Playboy Cardi. You might like him. But I think I actually, but even though I think Blade is really rated, I actually really love Echo 2K. I think he's great. His album E is like blows everything Blade has ever done out of the water, in my opinion. Like out of his albums as they go, you know. But I actually think Echo 2K is actually really great. It kind of reminds me a bit of Frank Ocean, a little bit, except in a bit of a more like futuristic kind of sound, if that makes sense. Echo Jam. No. I said Echo 2K. He's another member of Drain Gang. He's like the thing that Blade did. Yeah, Frank Ocean isn't for everyone. I like him though a lot. I love his album Blonde. I absolutely love that album. I actually own a bootleg copy of it. I got it at the record store. But yeah, I love Frank Ocean. The song Self Control is like one of my favorite songs to sing along to. Is I feel like I can't listen to the album Blonde if that's singing along to at least like half of the tracks or something. It's not all of them. Um, yeah, I guess one. But his last one was actually probably one of the more underrated albums of last year. Like I actually liked it more than that Little Sims album. I mean, I didn't really get why. I mean, that Little Sims album was good, but I didn't get why people put it at the end of so many end of the year lists for that. But I think that the Lo-Fi's albums personally. He has a really interesting voice. I actually, the time I heard him was from that one song he did with Flume, and I thought his voice sounded so cool. Yeah. I don't know. I think they've been decent, and they didn't blow me away too much though. But we'll have to see, I guess, in context of the album or something like that. It might be more interesting. I like that song he did, Psycho, but I don't think that song's gonna be on the album. I don't think though. Yeah, I think my favorite UK rap artist is still probably MIA, if I had to say. Yeah, the album song Psycho won't be on it. That's too bad. I like that song. I think a lot of people didn't like that sharp, like that squeaky sound or whatever on it, but I thought I liked that for some reason. I think it kind of fit with the sound. It gave it a little bit of like a like psycho, like horror kind of sound or something. Huh. It was gonna have JPEG Mafia on it. Huh. At JPEG Mafia, he absolutely kills it with features. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he does amazing on features. But he actually was on the Gorillaz new album. He was on featured on one of the bonus tracks. And when I listened to that, I felt I got to go listen to the bonus tracks because Peggy's on it. What's some of your favorite movies? Parasite is actually Clockwork Orange, whatever. I love the movie Parasite. Some other favorite movies I have are Clockwork Orange. Let's see. The end of Evangelion, the Neon Genesis Evangelion movie. Let's see. Blade Runner is one. Lynch. I think that's the best movie he's done. Let's see. The Thing is an amazing horror movie. That's my favorite horror movie. The Thing is great. If you haven't seen The Thing, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but that movie's awesome. Taxi Driver is another amazing one. Like, I feel like, Joker, I like Joker, but I guess the more I watched it, the more I see how similar it is to Taxi Driver. I just think Joker's still good. I think it's shot really well, and Joaquin Phoenix did a really good job, but it's not what I call unique, I guess if that makes sense. But it's still a decent movie though. But Taxi Driver is amazing. If you've seen Joker, you need to watch Taxi Driver because Taxi Driver is a huge influence on it. Yeah, 1917 was really great too. I'd probably put it in my top favorite albums of 2020. Probably that movie was pretty good. No, in 2019. I'm sorry, 2019. My bad. Let's see. Oh, another really great movie. I don't know if you've seen this, but Once Upon a Time in the West. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but that actually might be a movie hot take, but I think that movie's even better than The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And if you haven't seen either of those movies, I guess I'll try to explain why I felt thing. I feel like the main antagonist in Once Upon a Time in the West is more sinister and darker and just more evil. And I just think that's so interesting. I think that character was a really, really interesting antagonist for it. If you haven't seen it, it's actually available on Amazon Prime for free. You can watch it now. But I thought that ending, that twist or whatever, when you find out why with the protagonist and all that stuff and the antagonist, and I thought that was really interesting. But The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is really great too. But they're made by the same person though. But The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is generally considered to be like one of the best movies ever made, and it's regarded as his best. But I honestly think Once Upon a Time in the West is better. But another really great movie I love is Uncut Gems. It's an Adam Sandler movie from last year, but from 2019. My bad. It's a Adam Sandler movie from 2019, and it's really great. But it's more serious. But it's my second favorite movie of 2019, and the soundtrack for it is amazing. Actually, my favorite soundtrack of all time is the Uncut Gems soundtrack. But yeah, let's see. And then another one of my favorite movies is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That's my favorite superhero movie, and it's they took it off Netflix recently, which kind of sucks, but that movie's really good too. But what's funny is when I showed people Parasite, everyone I showed loved it except for my grandparents, and half the people I showed liked Uncut Gems when I showed it to him. A lot of them said it was too loud or something like that. It was, yeah, it was really just, there's so much just going on. There's so many people talking at once in Uncut Gems, and I think that just annoyed people. And then every single person I showed The Lighthouse to hated it. The Lighthouse, that's another really great movie from 2019 is The Lighthouse, but it's definitely not for everyone. And people, you might show it to someone and they might think it's like the worst thing they've ever seen, but it's I liked it though. But you know what? The Lighthouse actually, I know a lot of people compare Joker to Taxi Driver, but The Lighthouse is actually has a lot of influences from The Shining and this movie called Persona by Ingmar Bergman, a Swedish film. And I can definitely see that the comparisons, but I didn't actually make those comparisons until I actually saw people saying that. But actually, this might be another movie hot take. I think The Lighthouse is better than The Shining. Yeah, The Shining's great. That's probably my third favorite Stanley Kubrick movie, but it's my favorite movie that's based on a Stephen King book. I had to say. My second's probably let me think. Shawshank Redemption is probably my second favorite one. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a movie hot take. I think The Lighthouse is better than The Shining. That's just me though, but they're both great. I think I like The Lighthouse a tiny bit more than The Shining, but that's just me though. I think it's I don't know. I really liked I really A24 horror movies are amazing. Yeah. And I'm really we needed a movie like The Lighthouse because like so many recent horror movies just suck. I don't know if you know that. I would say some of the worst movies of the 2010s are probably horror movies. Either that or those really stupid comedies that everyone goes to go see because they just want to see something that Hereditary. Yeah, that movie was great, but my rest of my family didn't like it. You know what's kind of weird? It feels like horror movies that are awful, they're just so generic and just like expectable and just not very surprising, just really mediocre and stupid are the ones that people like, than the ones that are actually more inventive and more experimental and more artful are the ones that audiences don't like. Like they just like really garbage ones like Annabelle and The Nun and The Conjuring and stuff like that. You know, I mean, The Conjuring's not that bad, but it's yeah. Like you know the movie It, that the new movie It, that movie was decent, but they like blew up. People absolutely love that one, and I think it's decent. It's definitely a lot better than a lot of other horror movies, but it's definitely not something I'd want to see a second time. But it was decent though. New Halloween, new Saw, new Conjuring. Hmm. Yeah, I think I've only saw. I mean, The Conjuring's okay. I don't know why I said it sucked. It doesn't suck. It's okay, but I don't think. I think I've only seen the first one. I actually never saw any Saw movies, and I think I saw a bit of the Halloween from I forgot what year that came out, but the most recent one I think I saw a bit of it. But yeah, I heard that It Chapter 2 wasn't very good. I've heard. I actually read the book It. Actually, I have the book. I actually got it at a yeah. I actually got it at a like a Goodwill for like a I think it was like like $1 at Goodwill. And what's funny about that is they had all like I was looking for the record collection and they had absolutely nothing but just religious music. And then they have this book, which is interesting. Yeah, I kind of want to read more books. It's something else I kind of want to do more of. I want to start reading more books, and I also want to start playing games. That's something I want to do. Yeah, Goodwill music usually sucks. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a record I like at a Goodwill. That then again, I've only been to. Holy shit! What the fuck was that? What happened? What the fuck? Can you still hear me? I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, for some reason I just heard this loud. There it goes again. On my left ear for some reason. It seems to be fine now though, but I'm trying to remember. Yeah. I've only been to Goodwill's though, but I don't think I've ever seen an album I recognize. It's just really obscure, weird stuff, usually. But I think I actually heard somewhere someone found the album I Care Because You Do at a Goodwill, which was interesting. But top five favorite Aphex Twin songs. Let me think. My number one is probably Heliospan. And then probably, let's see, probably let me think. Probably on the song Four. Then probably um uh, probably X-Tool, and then Window Licker, and then probably oh, it's so weird trying to name Aphex Twin songs because all his songs have such weird titles. Like it's just looks like he just slammed the keyboard or something. At the first song off of Drux, I forgot what the title of it is though, but it's just they all have such weird names. It's so hard to remember what the title of each song is. But yeah, but I think most IDM artists like that. Like so, Autechre's song titles are like that too, or just look like they just slam the keyboard to death and they just or something. You know, yeah, I Care Because You Do is pretty underrated. That album's pretty good. It has kind of a bit of like it's like almost like a mix of his ambient stuff and his more weird drill and bass stuff. You know, the album's pretty good. I wouldn't say I absolutely love all his releases, but there's not any a release by him that I think is really like bad. You know, he's pretty consistent, I'd say. Yeah, it's true. And I Come to Daddy is probably his darkest sounding release he's done. My least favorite. Let me think. Hmm. It's probably this one like or he went on it's probably one of the ones where he just went under a name that wasn't Aphex Twin. If you were just to count the ones he went under the Aphex Twin name though, I'd probably say my least favorite that he's done is probably um that like computer cold controlled acoustic instruments part 2, which I can get what he's going for. It's pretty experimental, but I don't know. There's definitely some decent tracks on it, and it's decent, but it's I don't know. That one doesn't. Yes, Cheetah's kind of boring, but it's okay. It has some decent songs on it, but computer controlled acoustic instruments part 2 is probably my least favorite he's done. But there are some really good songs on it though. It's just I don't know. There's just a lot of filler on it too, but it's a decent release. I can see some people really liking it though. Yeah, Collapse was amazing. Collapse is his best release in a really long time. I actually think it's better than Cyro. Yeah, I think I heard he was going to release something soon. Like what he's doing the weird marketing thing again. I heard like the with the symbols appearing in places and stuff. Oh, someone else is here. Someone gave it a like. Yeah, I'd say it's better. Cyro was decent too. Is he? Is who? Wait, is who? He's active. Oh, I think he is. I know he has a huge SoundCloud dump, and I remember I he had so much freaking music on SoundCloud. I tried to download it all, and I couldn't get everything on because there was so much music. It was gonna mess up all my storage if I did. So I just got like the songs that sounded the most interesting, and I just did all that and tried to listen to a bunch of them. And there were some pretty good songs on it. There's like a live version of Helios Band that just sounded great. I remember. And there's actually some songs off of, that were ended up on Cheetah that were from the SoundCloud dump. He's actually, I think I remember he actually released a 7-inch like double-sided single that had a couple songs from the SoundCloud dump, I think. And actually, the EP Collapse, the first track is actually just a mashup of some of the songs off this London like LP he gave out on when he did a concert in London, which I thought was interesting. But it's a good mashup though. The T69 Collapse. So, oh, the person left. Oh well. Let's see here. Any I'm one I'm really excited for is a new Sweet Trip album coming out. Like when will we ever get a new Boards of Canada album? I'm not sure. Yeah, but Boards of Canada is good. I don't like them as much as Aphex Twin or Sweet Trip. They're good. They're probably my favorite Scottish group though. I think my favorite album by them is probably Geo Gaddy, but I'm not sure. I think they actually did a DJ mix recently, which I don't think they definitely have the ability to release something. I don't know. I guess they're just not doing it right now. But I remember Burial didn't release something for a really long time, and now he's releasing a new EP pretty soon in February or something like that. Yeah, Geo Gaddy is really great, and it's really interesting when you look into the it's kind of like a weird paranormal, psychedelic, creepy atmosphere to it, I guess. And I still find it so interesting. The last track is silent, and it's just because I guess they either probably didn't feel like doing anything else or didn't figure out what else to do, but they wanted the album to be exactly an hour, 6 minutes, and 6 seconds. So it could be 666. Then there's a song called The Devil is in the Details, which is interesting, I guess. Just hope it doesn't fill my house with Satanism because I own the record. But yeah, that's okay. Oh, really? Huh, that's interesting. The wave file is GeoGetty total is 666.8. Huh, that's interesting. Megabytes. Let's see here. Satan, right? Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the reason I wanted to get this mic is I still need to listen. Oh, Vespertine is amazing. You need to listen to that album. That's one of my favorite albums of ever. Is Vespertine. That album is the best thing Bjork's ever done by far. But another thing. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. Oh hi Ian. How you doing? How you doing, Ian? Yeah, Homogenic is great, but I think Vespertine's better. But Homogenic's probably my second favorite thing she did. But I own the vinyl for both of them though. But anyways, that's good, Ian. What are you doing? Yeah, Bjork is probably my favorite female artist, I had to say. I've only heard Post by Bjork. Yeah, Post is pretty good too. I don't think it's as good as Homogenic or Vespertine, but it's still pretty good. If I were to get a third Bjork record, it'd probably be Post. I think I saw it at the record store once, but I didn't get it. But I was just going there to look around though, so. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the reason why I got this mic is because well, for one, I wanted to start I wanted to record videos with a mic, obviously, so it would sound better. But I was thinking of maybe recording music, and I wanted to sing and stuff like that, you know. But I actually kind of in the future maybe want to get a more high quality camera at some point too, so it would look better as well. After Laughter by Paramore. Yeah, that album's great. I think it's probably the best thing Paramore's ever done. I think they've kind of just gotten better after each release. Yeah, After Laughter is really good. It has a synth pop kind of sound to it. But After Laughter is really good. Get a handheld camera. Yeah, I should probably do that. I know I'm just recording on my laptop, so it's just obviously the camera isn't very good, but it's all right. It'll work for now. The camera on my phone actually looks better than the camera on my computer, which is interesting. But my phone has a really good camera though, so. What's your favorite album cover? Bitches Brew by Miles Davis. If you want to know why, I think it's just such a pretty looking album cover, and the gatefold of it just looks so cool with the head where one's like a lighter and then darker, and the hands where they turn into some weird watery kind of thing twisting around each other. That album is just so cool. That album cover, Bitches Brew by Miles Davis. It's not even in my top 100 favorite albums. I love the album, and I wouldn't put it in my top 100 though. But that album cover is amazing. Let's see. But that's my favorite album cover though. Bitches Brew by Miles Davis. And I also really like the Velocity Design Comfort album cover too. Let me see if there's any other yeah. Never mind. I think of some other album covers I like. But yeah, I really like the cover for Velocity Design Comfort a lot. That's probably my second favorite album cover. Let me think of some other covers I like. Titanic Rising by Wise Blood. That album cover looks awesome. That's a really interesting album cover. Even though I think it's one of the more overrated albums of 2019, but it's still a good album though. But that album cover looks really cool though. Let me think of some other ones I like. I think. I guess I like the Dark Side of the Moon cover a lot. I don't know. I just think it's a really interesting looking one, even though I think it's only I wouldn't say it's my favorite Pink Floyd album though, but I think the cover is really cool looking though. And, let me think what else. Let me think of some other covers I like. Let me think. You think of just one more, I guess. I kind of like the cover for World of Echo by Arthur Russell. For some reason, I don't know. I just like the weird psychedelic looking, like spacey looking look of the cover, I guess. If some more come up, I'll let you know though. But those are some of my favorites. What are some of your favorites? One album that's really, really great that has an awful cover is Texas Jerusalem Crossroads by Lift to Experience. So that album cover is so bad, but that album's amazing. Yeah, Kid A has a pretty good album cover. Yeah, Animals does too. You're right. Animals has a pretty good cover. But yeah, Kid A is pretty weird. Yeah, Wish You Were Here is a pretty interesting cover too. It's definitely would definitely take a lot more like animals, the animal covers and Wish You Were Here cover definitely takes a lot more like what's the word like hickability to make, I'd probably say. But I don't know. I like the way the Dark Sentiment cover looks. Richard D. James album cover is yeah, I guess it's interesting. I think it's an ugly looking cover, but I think it's meant to look ugly. But yeah, I can see what you mean. But yeah, Kid A has a pretty good cover though. I like the low glitchy effects on it with the mountains and all that stuff. It encapsulates the sound of the album pretty well with a really cold but really futuristic look. Yeah, it does with a little pig blimp thing floating in the air. And let's see. I think of some other in Rainbows, yeah, it's interesting. It's pretty minimalistic, but it's an interesting cover. You know what? You know what's funny? I actually got the CD for In Rainbows, and it came with those stickers. I didn't know this at the time, but you were actually supposed to take the stickers off of the out and like put them on an empty tray, like CD jewel case, and that will be the cover. And I just basically just put them on whatever. I didn't know I was supposed to do that. So when I found out, I was trying to look for the stickers, and unfortunately, I threw away the ones where you put them on the spine. So I was like, fuck. Oh. But oh well. I actually saw that same CD at the record store, but I didn't get it. But maybe if I go and I see it again, I might do that. But I was like, oh, what? You? I was like, are you serious? You saw that stuff and you didn't know you're in the booklet. It's just basically just a cover without the text. How did you not know that? But I was like, oh well. Maybe if I see it at the record store again, though, I might get it. And then I won't mess up. So yeah, the Vespertine cover is pretty cool. But you know what's better than the cover? The music. I guess, yeah. But yeah, the cover's pretty good. I like Matmos. I don't know if you know about Matmos, but I think they actually helped produce the album. Store. Oh, I wish I. Oh, yeah. I get like most of my records from Amazon, but I have gone to the record store. I love going to the record store. I mean, even if I have a better selection of getting music online, I just think it's really interesting experience to go to an actual store and get it, and then you might meet some people who like the same music as you and all that stuff. And it's just really interesting. It's a good to meet people who like similar music with you. Plastic Anniversary. Yeah, that album's pretty good. Plastic Anniversary. But I actually think the Consuming Flame opens exercises in group 4. That album is the best thing I've heard from them. But it's 3 hours long. But if you have 3 hours to listen to an album, it's pretty good. It's really weird, like humorous and experimental, and just but it's really interesting to listen to. Yeah, it's easily some of the best things he's ever done on it. And the third disc is amazing. I love seeing. Yeah, yeah. I'm really happy I put that up actually. Um, although I accidentally ripped some of the paint in the wall. I don't know if you can see that, but we're gonna try to at some point fix that and paint over it again, then put them back on once that's done. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need to listen to Vespertine. Vespertine is amazing. It's probably definitely my top 5 favorite albums ever. And I'd also say it's my favorite electronic music album. And electronic's my favorite genre, so that's definitely saying something. Well, I guess if you consider the Powers of Beat of a electronic album, I guess. But if you really want to, if you really want to divide the theory that hip hop is technically an electronic genre, then Power That Beat is my favorite, but otherwise Vespertine is. Most mainstream electronic sucks ass now. Why is did it seriously? Oh my gosh, my sword's all dry, my throat's all dry. I mean, did it seriously just like say? Did it really just say that that's a inappropriate? You just said the word ass and that's it, and you're oh, come on, man. Marshmallow, yes, marshmallows. Yeah, marshmallow isn't that amazing. Yeah, he's pretty overrated. He's I don't know. I don't want to jog on him too bad. He might be a cool person in real life. I don't know. I just don't really enjoy his music that much. I'm not like, he's not my taste. But yeah, I'd agree that most mainstream music sucks ass. But there's occasionally been some really great artists in the mainstream, and I actually feel like there's actually been some more decent stuff going into the mainstream. Yeah, most mainstream music is bad, I'd probably say, but there's actually been some decent stuff hitting the radio, like The Weeknd's new music is really great, and that Dua Lipa album is pretty decent. I actually don't really mind. What the hell? Oh, it's my cat. I actually don't really mind Billie Eilish all that bad. Actually, especially her recent singles are really good. And I was so pissed when I saw The Weeknd didn't get any Oscar, like Grammy nominations. I mean, I don't know why I said Oscar, but the Grammy nominations for this that are going to be this year are got to be the worst I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, they're so bad. No, he didn't fall. He just jumped off my bed. Dookie, hey buddy, come here. Yeah, he just jumped off my bed is all. Hey bud, come here. Yeah, Dookie. Come here. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay. Hey bud. Okay. There he is. Hi, Dookie. Here, buddy. Okay, then. You want to jump down? Okay. Sorry. He doesn't like being picked off. Yeah, you're right. Picked up. I mean, yeah, Grammys, yeah, I guess they aren't really as important as people make them out to be, but it's really disappointing, though, that it kind of just feels like a popularity contest. Like 1989 by Taylor Swift won Album of the Year against To Pimp a Butterfly. I mean, are you guys serious? Yeah, but yeah, I guess you're right. The Grammys don't really matter a whole lot. I'm probably going to stream for like, yeah, I'm probably going to stream for like 5 more minutes and then I'll probably let you guys go. And Cardi B won over Travis Scott. Another person's watching. Yay. Hello, other person. Yeah, but Cardi B's, she's okay. I think she's kind of overhated though, but Travis Scott's Rodeo is really great. That's one of my favorite trap albums of all time. He actually has the same birthday as me, interesting enough. My cousins really like Travis Scott. Here's another music hot take. Actually, now that I mentioned that, I don't listen to a whole lot of trap or collab rap. One thing I have to say, yes, Rudy, what is it that you have to say? I'm scared Travis is falling off. I enjoy watching your unboxing videos. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. Yeah. Well, I guess I haven't really listened to a whole lot of his recent singles, but I thought Astro World was decent. Oh, thank you. I thought Astro World was decent, but I think he's released a lot of albums that weren't that great after Rodeo, but I think Astro World was decent. It's definitely not as good as Rodeo or Days Before Rodeo, but it's still decent. It had some decent songs on it. But we'll have to see, I guess. Franchise was bad. I didn't think I listened to that. I'll probably have to give that a listen. I'll put it on my listening log thing. Let's see here. Can't wait for. Oh, Tyler's releasing something else? Hell yeah. Yeah. Like, he's been on a roll. Flower Boy was amazing. Oh, that person left. Oh. Yeah, Flower Boy was amazing. Igor was amazing. Oh, he's back. Yeah, Flower Boy was amazing. Igor was amazing. And I actually thought Igor was better than Flower Boy. I don't know. This could possibly be better than Igor. Who knows? Like, Frank Ocean is still my favorite Odd Future member, though. It's like 90% he's dropping this year. This year, every 2 years, he's been releasing an album ever since Bastard. Oh, you're freaking serious. You put that as an inappropriate thing, whatever, YouTube. Bastard's the name of a mixtape. And bastard isn't really even a cuss word. Like, it's. Well, YouTube's so freaking weird sometimes, man. That sucks. Oh shit. Whoops. Yeah, they're gonna. Why can't you say cuss words? That doesn't even make any sense. I already put this video is not for kids, so you can fucking cuss as much as you fucking want. Another moderator just handled this. Oh, fuck you. You don't need to handle this, you stupid moderator. Go fuck yourself. He's gonna cuss all he wants. Don't be weird, YouTube. FBI knocking on my door right now. Yeah, you're cussing. That's apparently a very bad thing if you cuss. You can't say the word shit. You can't say the word fuck. You can't say the word I don't know, like crap, like poopy diaper face or something. If that SBI and FBI and be knocking at your door, I mean, you can't cuss. Yeah, like the stupid not being able to cuss thing is the dumbest thing ever. MF Doom was this. Oh yeah, that I was really upset when MF Doom died. I actually listened to all his music the day after, like on when the beginning of the new year. I listened to all the albums he's done. And then I wanted to get the album Food because I have Mad Villainy. That's the only thing I own by him. But I found out that the only album that's easy to get by him is Mad Villainy. Everything else by him is so difficult to get, unfortunately. But I wanted to get him Food, but unfortunately it's hard to get. I actually saw that King Ghidra album at the record store one time, though, but I didn't get it. I finally got Mad. I only have Mad Villainy on vinyl, but it's actually really cheap to get the vinyl if you want to get it. I'll probably stream for like 4 more minutes, guys. I'm just having fun. Maybe a little bit more than 4 minutes, but who knows? They're probably going to do more. Yeah, you're probably right. They might repress everything. I don't think they really ever announced that he died, but then again, it's anyone's business. But it's really sad that he died. He was also a pretty good person too. Not a lot is known about his life, but he seemed like he was a really cool person in real life too. It seemed kind of like he had a rough life, which is pretty sad. Yeah, that's true. They're probably gonna buff up the price on his records that are hard to find too, which is really messed up and greedy and stuff like that. It's scummy. Unfortunately, people are just assholes. Yeah, that's true. There's because obviously I would say most people, even people who say they're really big hip hop fans, I mean average, most people if they listen to a genre, it's probably hip hop though. But most of them I'd say probably don't listen to MF Doom, but MF Doom probably influenced 90% of the artists they listen to. I'd say MF Doom is amazing, but yeah, I'm. It's good he's getting into light though. Like more people's finding out who he is and stuff. He's definitely one of the greatest rappers to ever exist. What's your favorite rappers or rapper? You think? I guess I don't want to say Def Grips is my favorite hip hop group, but I don't want to say MC Ride just because I feel like my favorite member of Def Grips is probably Zach Hill. But have you listened to Doom's solo albums like Food? Yeah, I love Food. Food is probably my second favorite he's done. And my third favorite is probably Vaudeville Villain. Then probably Take Me to Your Leader, where you went under the name King Ghidorah, and then probably Operation Doomsday. My favorite rapper though, you know, I'd honestly probably either say Daveed Diggs or MF Doom. Born Like This, that album's one of his more underrated releases. But oh, my cat's playing with the thing on the door, whatever, the door stopper. My favorite, I think, Born Like This it's one of his more underrated, but I would probably put it as my music. Probably be my seventh favorite thing he did. I'd say it's one of his more underrated, and it's definitely one of his darkest sounding releases. But it has a lot of really good songs on it though. I wouldn't put it up with Food or Vaudeville Villain or Take Me to Your Leader or Mad Villainy or something like that, but it's still pretty good. Or I think my least favorite he's done is Nerubian Doom. It has a couple of good songs on it, but it's okay. It's not super amazing though. Operation Doomsday. Yeah, Operation Doomsday is pretty good. It's probably my fifth favorite he's done. All right, I'm gonna end this in a bit less than a minute, guys. If you have anything else to say, let me know. I had a lot of fun talking to you guys. I kind of want to do this maybe every Thursday or something. I can't guarantee I'll do it every Thursday, but whenever I can, I'll do it. But I like talking to you guys, so I like getting into conversation with people with music and stuff like that. All right, see ya. All right. It was good talking to you guys, and hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I had a lot of fun, and hope you guys have a good day. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this every Thursday, unless if there's something that comes up, I might not be able to do it. Hello, Bill Keys. I hope. I'm really sorry you missed the stream. I kind of wish I would be able to talk to you, but unfortunately, I can't do it all night. I'm sorry. But it's okay. You'll be able to get it next time though. So, but yeah, I gotta end it here, guys. Someone actually tried to call me earlier, but anyway, so It's gonna be kind of hard to let you guys go knowing that someone just came here, but it's okay. Okay. Anyways, you have a good day, guys. Okay, and it's good talking to you guys. Have a good night, and I'll try to do this every Thursday, but I can't guarantee I'll be able to do it. If something might come up, I might not be able to do it, but maybe I'll see if I can try to do it the next day if possible or something like that. But yeah, but anyways, have a good night, guys. Bye. Why is it not letting me?